So you're at a restaurant, you see a family, one of the kids starts to lean in and challenge somebody, and you see one of the parents, could be either, quite often it's mom, shoot the kid a look that's like, don't cause trouble. Or you're about to say something to a volatile or perhaps angry or easily shut down partner, and the words stick in your mouth and you think to yourself, don't set them off. We train therapists, coaches, and what I like to call normal people in how to live fulfilling relational lives on this planet. And what does it mean to live relationally? It means you live in a state of authentic connection to yourself, first of all, your thoughts, feelings, wants, needs, and to others. Authentic connection. What I was describing is the enemy of authenticity. Don't set him off. We better not go there. This is not a good moment to talk to your father. This is not an intimate, forthright relationship. This is management. How many of us listening manage our relationships instead of enjoy them? You're talking to the guy who wrote the audiobook Fierce Intimacy. I believe that one of the great paradoxes of real intimacy is that in order to have a passionate, juicy relationship, you have to be willing to risk it. And not just once, but ongoing. No means no. Cheat on me again and you're done. Don't go to rehab and we're done. Treat one of the kids that way again and you're going to be looking for an apartment. It is healthy for human beings to have bottom lines. I don't believe in this idea of adults giving adults unconditional love. If you're a particular kind of religious person, you may believe that it's marriage no matter what, but not from a family therapy perspective. Anybody can behave reprehensibly enough to harden the heart of their partner over time. Adults give children unconditional love, but we have limits. And, you can even say to somebody, well, I love you, but the way you are, if you do nothing about your drinking problem or nothing about your rage or nothing about your lying or nothing about the way you shut down and avoid me, I love you, but I don't want to be with you. That's healthy. One of my friends, Angela Riccelli, was a stand-up comic before she was a therapist, and she was talking to a codependent woman who was wrapping herself in knots trying to keep peace in her family. And Angela fell off her chair and started rooting around on the ground, sifting through the carpet. And the woman finally noticed this wasn't normal therapy and turned to Angela and said, what are you doing down there? And Angela said, I'm looking for your bottom line. No means no. If you have no, then you will put up with whatever you're getting. And if you're with someone who can take liberties, and often if you're more the codependent type, you will find someone like that, it will be an abusive relationship. They will take liberties. It is part of a healthy couple that we regulate each other, that we lean in and say, excuse me, Belinda, my wife's name, you got your foot on my neck. Please back off. Or she'll say, excuse me, Terry, you're so preoccupied with your work and your this or that that's coming up. I might as well not even be here. Get your ass back here. Distance regulation. Somebody's taking liberties, back off. Somebody's off in the wild blue yonder, come back in and engage. We regulate one another all day long as couples. That's good. The great Carol Gilligan used to say, there's no such thing as voice without relationship, and there's no such thing as relationship without voice. But I have been dealing for decades now with couples on the brink that no one else has been able to help. That's my beat. And every single one of these desperate couples is missing a mechanism of correction, assertion. Don't scratch me here, scratch me here. This is where the itch is. Oh, okay, honey, I'll do that. No. Don't scratch me here, scratch me. How dare you? Who do you think you are? Don't scratch me here. I already am. I don't know what your problem is. And on and on and on. In a healthy couple, I'll make them a lesbian couple, she to her wife, I need this and that. wife to her wife. Okay, I'll work on it. Unhealthy couple. I need this and that. I'm leaving. Who do you think you are? I don't know what you're talking about. And that channel is non-existent. When I was in couples therapy school, the cardinal rule was thou shalt not take sides. Everything's 50-50, but that is bullshit. Quite often, there's a noticeable power imbalance between the two partners that come. And when there is, in relational life work, we throw our weight behind the disempowered one and help them stand up and use that as leverage, the occasion, to help the contemptuous one, entitled one, selfish one, irresponsible one, angry one come down. We say we want the weak to stand up and the mighty to mount. So today, I'm speaking to us weak ones, the enablers, the ones scurrying around saying, don't set dad off. I grew up with parents like that. I remember my dad was very obsessive compulsive, and he would rage about things like wrinkled towels or, a mess in the bottom of the closet. And he was coming home, and I saw my mom scurrying around our house, lining up all the window shades so that they would be even, trying to, and here's the t-shirt all of us codependents wear, not set him off. And I was a 16-year-old punk kid, and I just looked at her and I said, Ma, you don't get it. If it's not the window shades, it'll be something else. This is no way to live. Are you bending over backwards to stabilize a bully or an avoider? Are you one of these people who, if you dare say a word to your partner, get the Stoney treatment? Are you getting enough? Are you willing to shake the boat to get more? And that's frightening. It's frightening. I talk to enabling codependents, those in the one down position, about let the bad thing happen. It's another form of control. The one up person controls through domination. The one down person controls through manipulation. Don't set them off. Codependent behavior I define as backing away from a perfectly normal thing, phrase, wish, behavior, for fear of your partner's abnormal response. Backing away from something normal on your side for fear of your partner's abnormal response. I bought a new sport jacket the other day, but I didn't let my wife know about it because she'd be mad that I'm spending the money. That's manipulation. That's control. Let it go. Intimacy demands honesty. Not insane, over the top, okay, but you're not deliberately distorting things, omitting things, lying about things for fear of your partner's reaction. Take it on. And if taking on your partner's volatility or withdrawal, punitive withdrawal, if taking it on only makes it worse and you can't get through, that's a signal to get some help. And get an RLT therapist who can really help. Get someone who's going to take your side and stand up to your partner. But first, you have to be willing to fight. I ask the people in the one down position to get centered in what I call becoming a relational champion. Close your eyes and feel this. It is my right. It is my birthright to be in a relationship in which I can cherish and in which I am cherished. That's my right. And if I'm in a relationship that is essentially uncherishing, it's bad for me, it's bad for the kids, it's bad for the person who's not cherishing. Grab that person and get them in front of someone like me to get through to them if you can't. And if that doesn't work, it's no favor. Part of this may be cultural. I have an ongoing thing with my pal, Esther Perel. An American would say, get out. Your kids will not do well in a loveless marriage. And I'm an American, so I say that. The European might say, keep the family and have an affair. Don't destabilize the family. Not my thing. I like intimacy. And if you're managing your partner, you are not intimate with your partner. Sex goes through the window unless you're complying sexually as part of managing them, but your own sexual interest diminishes. Generosity diminishes. Resentment builds and love dries up. Take them on. With the one caveat, if you're in physical danger or your kids are in physical danger, that's a different story. Get into individual therapy and talk about what you want to do about that. But if we're talking about a reasonable human being, take them on. You've got to get sober. You've got to do something with your rage. You can't shut down and run away every time I try and talk to you. We've got to go to couples therapy and sort this out. Don't settle. Don't scurry. Don't live your life walking on eggshells, teaching your children to walk on eggshells, dancing around something that you shouldn't dance around. You should have the courage to address. And if you can't do it on your own, get help. Go to Al-Anon, which is great not just for alcoholics and drugs, but for any dysfunctional family. Go to Al-Anon. Pay attention to the things I teach. Watch these videos. Learn how to stand up for yourself in skillful ways. But don't fester. It's like cancer. It will eat up all the love between you. Love, not for the faint of heart. And not necessarily for you to do all on your own. Good luck. One last thing. If you're someone who's putting up with bad behavior, either passive shutdown or active irresponsibility or attack, not taking that person on is not really a safer choice. I deal with couples on the brink, and I'm here to tell you, enablers who put up with crap for 10, 20, 30 years often wind up getting left for someone else. And the one-up person leaves going, this marriage has been dead for years. And they're right. That's the irony. It has been, because you've been festering in a pool of resentment, trying to make things work. You get left anyway. So not standing up is not necessarily a safer choice. It's just more comfortable. Find some courage, lean in and deal. You deserve it. Your children deserve it. And the irresponsible partner even deserves it. Thanks for listening. I wish you luck. This is a tough one. And if you need help, reach out for it. If this has been useful to you, please follow me on this YouTube channel. And I wish you well.